Don't work with appliances plugged in. Go.
How do I know this? How do I know this? From experience, I forgot that one was plugged in. I started working on it. I got lit up. How many times has that happened to y'all? Has that ever happened to y'all? It's happened. It's happened to me.
0 times.
More than once. More than once.
Exactly 0 times has that happened.
I was in a rush.
I have bumped up against the terminal block on accident.
Yeah.
I got that, but I've never begun working on an appliance while I was plugged in.
I have more than once because I was in a rush. I was in a rush and I was like, bam, ooh.
And we're back for another episode of Appliance Fixing Flip. I'm Scott. I'm here with Gabe and Derek with 2 R's. We're talking appliances, fixing and flipping. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Busy. Yeah, that's it. It's been
What's
busy
going on
today.
in your world, Derek?
Same old. I'll tell you what. I am the opposite of busy. It's hot, but I've been slower.
Really?
Yeah, it's been slow. I don't want to do any analogies right now. It's
been a little slow on our side too. Compared to like last year, this would normally be the beginning of the really busy season. So I feel like it's been delayed a little bit.
Isn't it like out of school and in school? Like those are two like definite solid bad times for a couple weeks, right?
People take off on vacation. They take off on vacation and it slows down a bit. But you know what? I will say it's a little bit extra slow this year. Okay, it is a little extra slow. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Like today was great. But the beginning of the week it fell on its ass, and then it started picking up towards the end.
I feel like with the appliance sales, like whenever people move, they buy appliances,
right?
Or they're replacing a broken one, right? And I feel like not that many people are moving right now. I don't know all the facts, but
happened to watch the housing market last night, and it's a big thing. There's 155,000 sellers and 145,000 or 100.
It's the biggest gap buyers in the history, right? Ever.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Dude, I want to talk about something here. I want to bring up a really good subject. Okay,
I've been thinking about. He's stewing on it. I knew he was thinking about.
I've been thinking about this, and I want to put it out there because it's going to help out a lot of guys, a lot of companies, a lot of people, guys and gals that are in this business, right? So how many times have y'all delivered a washer and dryer only to get a call back within 2 or 3 days? You know it's heating well, but it's taking 2-3 times to dry, and they call you back like, hey, this is garbage, it's not working. And a lot of times before I leave, I tell them, hey, you might have a restriction. If it's taking 2 or 3 times, you need your dryer vent cleaned out. Now there's a way to find out. And there's a guy that showed me this, and he might be in this inner circle here. He might be in this inner circle, but anemometer. And how do we use this? I'm going to switch this over to Scott. How do we use this to explain to the customer that they have a problem with their damn vent?
So this has been a little secret weapon of ours for a minute, not too long, but this changes the game. So if you're an appliance repair person, if you deliver appliances, if you work on appliances, being able to describe to the customer a vent restriction has always been impossible.
Always.
DE has the little tabs that you can put over it, and you can do the towel trick where you hang a towel over the door, but it doesn't really present well. So what we've been doing for a while, and it works really, really well, and we actually do this on every single delivery that we do. Anytime we service a dryer or if we deliver a dryer, we do this exact test and we show the customer their ventilation restriction. And it's super simple. Once you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, I should have came up with this. But yeah, so we got these little anemometers on Amazon, and the way that it works, it just measures the airspeed. Mm-hmm. So you can see it just measures the airspeed. So all we actually measure is the suction from the dryer, right? So if you can picture just a regular top lint dryer, for instance, a Whirlpool top lint dryer, before you hook up the dryer to the wall, you turn it on, you put your anemometer, you put it over, you take the lint chute out, you put this directly over the suction side, which is where the lint would be, and you just put over it and you just record the measurement before it's hooked up to the wall at all. So you see what that base measurement is, and then you hook the dryer up to the wall, and you can see the change because there's a vent attached to it. There's going to be some amount of decrease of suction no matter what, right? So it's not perfect. But what you'll actually see is whenever there's a restricted vent inside of the wall or inside of the dryer duct, it'll drastically change 60%, 70%. And you can visualize it to the customer. This is the dryer working before it's hooked up to the wall.
Yep.
This is the dryer. After it's hooked up to the wall, you have a restriction.
Yep.
And it works really well. It works way better than all the other things that are out there.
On the geek side of it, Scott, do you know, so is there like an equation to make that so you have something to translate it with? Or
Yeah. Well, so what we do is we made a sheet, and it's just a little pamphlet that we hand out to each customer. But on there, it actually shows the restriction, and then it tells you how to calculate it down at the bottom. And if anyone wants this, I mean, you can just shoot me a message and I'll send it to you, and you can make your own version of it.
But you know what? It's super awesome because now there's actual proof. Because the biggest problem was explaining to the customer and telling them, "Hey, I'm going to charge you $150 to clean out your vent."
Yes.
Well, how do you know it's blocked up? How do you know this?
Yep.
I'm telling you.
I just have to take your word for it. To sell me this service to clean my vents out. I mean,
And
ever since we started to do this, customers can see it, and then we sell the service to clean the vents. But you can actually measure the improvement before and after you do the vent cleaning and just show it to them. And this thing costs like $10. I mean,
and check it out. Where can you buy them at? Amazon, eBay, and if you want one with our freaking our fix and flip decal on it, let us know. We'll do some merch. Let us know.
We'll buy the sticker. We'll charge you $20 extra.
Yeah, we'll charge you $20 extra.
So what are some of the symptoms that you guys run into whenever your ventilation is clogged up on a dryer?
Derek, we're going to start with you, Derek. What symptoms?
I'll take it. So we recently, this just happened to us. We sold a dryer. So the lady came out and bought a dryer to replace a dryer that didn't work. She didn't want us to repair it. So, no problem. So we take the new dryer out, and within 2 or 3 days, she calls us back and she says, for one, I'm getting a bunch of dog hair and a bunch of lint inside my drum. And I was like, well, I know you didn't get it it was cleaned before I mean, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we'll come out there and check it out. And so we went out there, and Connor and Colton went on the service call. Colton took the anemometer out, and he hooked it up, and showed her that it was, getting so much circulation. And then he disconnected it, took out the vent tube cleaner with him, so just to be prepared. So he took the dryer off of the back and put the anemometer back on, and it showed where it was reading twice what it was before.
Yep.
So that means, what does that mean, Gabe?
That means we have a restriction. Definite down in the vent, right?
Ventilation in the
in the ventilation.
Probably in a crinkle tube, and they put out like 2 cubic foot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lint.
So anytime that we sell a dryer and they're replacing a dryer, and I mean, it's different if you're moving into a place and you're buying a new washer dryer. There may not be any vent restrictions, but if my dryer broke and I'm replacing it, I should always be thinking ventilation, because that's what kills all these dryers. If you have a bad vent, if you have a restricted vent, it's going to cause your dryer to break eventually. So before we were doing this, we would have to, when we would deliver a washer dryer, they'd say, hey, our dryer isn't working that well, and we'd go back out there. We would open it up, we'd inspect it. Okay, everything's good. It must be your ventilation. Or we would do the towel trick, and it just doesn't visualize that well to the customer. Now we do this on every single dryer that we deliver. Doesn't matter if it's good ventilation or bad ventilation.
That's smart.
We take a picture of their actual results, because we have the formula on there, so our guys will write in there what their actual restriction is. And then we take a picture of it and we attach it to the customer's transaction on there.
Nice.
So if we get a service call for that dryer, we can look at the actual ventilation and we can know what their ventilation restriction was when we delivered it. It changes the game.
That's
Where was this? Where was the idea born from? Like, where did you come up with this? Like, that was genius. Like, what thought process?
That was Jim.
It was just, it's basically doing the exact same thing as like what the GE. So GE has a thing where it's like a little clip and a piece of paper, and you hook it on it, and if it sucks it off the paper, then you have strong ventilation. I mean, just terrible like visualization of the process.
It's good enough, right? It's good enough for now.
And then we were actually shown by a Whirlpool servicer how to just hang a towel over, open the door up, hang a towel over the front, and then if it sucks the towel in whenever it's running, then you have good suction, which means you have good ventilation.
I don't truly believe that. I don't believe that's very accurate because, for one, you got 1,000 different towels that are made out of hundreds of different things.
True. Yeah.
Do different things. Like there.
I mean, it would work,
tell,
but
you can tell it works. But I mean,
This is the good one. That's a good one.
yeah, this I can get it down to exact percentage, and
Yeah.
like over like all the hundreds of these that we've done, we've kind of figured out where it needs to be. But I'm telling you, if you guys start doing it, you guys are already doing it. But whoever's watching this, I mean, you can go and buy one of those for $10,
and you can download this pamphlet for free.
Yeah.
Scott doesn't even charge anything for this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no
Like,
point.
first off, you know how important that is.
It's got all our logos on it. Don't use that, but you can make your own version off of it.
Yeah, don't become the new appliances like knockoff, right? Yeah,
that'd be weird. Or just take a picture of it on your phone. I mean, I guess they don't technically need the pamphlet.
You need a pamphlet. If you're a small operation and you can't print off a couple of them pamphlets,
or if you guys want, here's an idea. We could do the fix and flip pamphlets. We'll send them out to you guys. Just let us know. Fix and flip pamphlets.
They're free.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
I want to learn.
Yeah, but this and if you can do it on every single dryer that you touch, I mean, so even on our service side, so if they go on a service call for a washer, they offer to test their ventilation on their dryer. It literally takes like 2 minutes.
That's awesome.
You take off the hose clamp, put this on there, and you have the opportunity to sell a vent cleaning job if they actually need it, but they can see the actual difference of it. And then the best part is after you clean the vent, you can show them the progress.
Yes. So I got one in my truck, and I'm gonna put one in my van too. I gotta order one. I just keep forgetting. So I need to have one in both vehicles because now there's proof. Like, hey, there's a problem here. So there's a problem.
It doesn't just work on top lint dryers. So like, your lint trap's on top. You take the lint out, the lint trap out, and then you just stick this over the hole, right? And then you just make sure that this is in the exact same spot whenever the vent is on it and off of it. So it's measuring the exact same thing. You can do the exact same testing process with the door open if it's a lint trap like a front loader or something, inside. So you open the door, you take the lint trap out, and then you just put this over the door. And as long as the door position is in the exact same spot, both times you're doing the test, before the vent is connected and after the vent is connected, you'll still be able to see the same percentage of difference between it. So again, this isn't as scientific as I would like it, but it gets the job done.
It does. Yeah.
Is there another scientific way to do it?
But yeah, like the actual vent cleaning guys have professional equipment that measures all that stuff. Oh yeah, and it's expensive too.
All them different kinds of filters.
There could be a molding. There could be a molding made for this that's different to fit up right over the top. A little plastic molding. That would be cool.
Well, they've got inline stuff to actually measure the exact change of it.
Yep.
LG has
interesting
smart sensor or something, or smart drum. Their smart drum does that for the dryer.
The airflow
into it.
It's got that. Yep. Yeah. What's the code on that when the control board's bad or the wiring is bad? I forgot the exact code on the LG's for the airflow. What is it now?
It's a T code. It's a thermostat.
Yeah, T95. 95, right? 95, right? Something like that. Yeah.
T1. Actually, T1 is like the blue screen of death. If you see T1,
and what is it usually? Is it usually? It's the control board or the wiring, right? The control board, isn't
that's
it?
when those boards are potted this thick with more.
Yeah.
They got more silicone in them than Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any secret hacks like that you guys do right now that?
You're asking the wrong guy. Do I have a secret hack?
Well, there's got to be something that you guys do that you feel like other people don't do that gives you a little edge, right?
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying.
Let's hear it. Give us a little hack. His life, everything about this guy right here, right?
All right. I'm gonna tell you a good hack. Now this is a solid hack. So 2 quick ones, right? You first off to do a top lint dryer. If you want to do a quick note, you take a blue piece of paper or just like a notebook where the little fringy things are on there. tossing down the top lint where, take your lint trap out. If they all fly out, that means you're good. If you don't have an anemometer, you need to get an anemometer.
Yeah.
But that's my hack. So if you don't have these tools, right? So the other thing, if you don't have a meter and you're changing, I don't suggest altering anything on a machine. I would never, and I'm being serious about that.
Yeah.
I'm goofy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do it. Another thing say with a top lint dryer, right? The most common problem probably is a thermal fuse.
Yep.
If you don't have a meter and you want to be sure, you can just take some duct tape, or not duct tape, sorry. Don't use duct tape, Frank. God, don't use duct tape.
How about some clear tape, some clear office tape? I've seen that one before.
Whatever. Alligator clips. You got some old roach clips.
Yeah,
alligator
clips.
Really come in handy because now we're too old to smoke. We're too old to use them what they used to use them for. I got roach clips. I called them roach clips the other day. My son was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
The alligator clips. All right.
Alligator clips. Or how about some of them little wooden clothes hangers? Little wooden clothes hangers. You could do those too.
Idea.
Yeah, just use that. You're not gonna get electrocuted.
Man, that's a
Not
good
Just use a meter. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Just use a meter and just check them.
We don't have the meter. That's the service.
What if you don't
In
have
what scenario do you not have a multimeter?
The people at home might not have a meter.
They might not have one. They might not have one.
Don't listen to these fellas, right? I'm with you.
Oh, well, you know what? Make sure
I
the
didn't have a
power.
meter until I did.
Make sure it's disconnected before you start touching the wires. If it's a lot of people think, get this. A lot of people think that if the dryer's plugged in, they think there's no power running to the back of the wiring.
There's no
thermal.
They're correct.
Well, if you touch the wrong wire, you're gonna get lit up, even if it's not running.
Yeah.
So
If you
make
work
sure
on
you
a dryer
unplug it.
Listen, if you work on a dryer with it plugged in, turn this show off right now.
Yeah.
Right now, or scroll. Don't work on dryers with they're plugged in. There's no need for it unless you actually have something apart and then you plug it back in to test a component. Don't work with appliances plugged in. Come on.
How do I know this? How do I know this? From experience, I forgot that one was plugged in. I started working on it. I got lit up. How many times has that happened to y'all? Has it ever happened to y'all? It's happened. It's happened to me
0 times.
more than once.
Exactly 0 times has that
I
happened
was
to
in
me.
a rush.
I have bumped up against the terminal block on accident.
Yeah.
I got that, but I've never begun working on an appliance while I was plugged in.
I have more than once because I was in a rush. I was in a rush and I was like, bam, ooh, wow,
I've done it 3 times in my life. I can.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Gabe, how many times have you ran into a terminal block?
More than once.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. I was trying to make fun of Scott, but
I'm a big guy.
I've done it.
You know?
I've done it.
man, I could see Scott back there doing getting behind a stack set like this.
Yeah. Right.
And Scott can do it too.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it.
What hacks do you got, Gabe? And not hacks as in like cheat codes.
Let me tell you what I do before I knew about this trick right here, and a customer would message me and tell me, hey, this thing needs a new heating element. I'm like, hold on a second. Is it heating up still? Is it hot and humid? Yes, it's hot and humid. Okay, this is what you need to do. Like, let's say someone maybe 20, 30 minutes out from me. I don't have time to run out to you tonight. This is what you need to do. Get behind your dryer, disconnect that 4-inch vent off the back, pull it away from the wall, open up a window or a door in your house, run it. If it dries within that 40, 50 minutes, I guarantee you have a restriction. So a lot of customers are like, hey, it dried, you're right. Told you. But now with this, there's proof. But that's the hack I would tell customers. Disconnect it, pull it from the wall. It's gonna get hot and humid in your house, but it will dry up. I guarantee you it's gonna dry. You know?
Yeah, we've done that before. If someone's in a pinch, then just disconnect it from the wall and kind of keep an eye on it and time how long it takes to dry, for sure.
In the middle of July, they'll figure it out fast.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
humid down in Texas? Is it
Oh,
humid
yeah.
down there?
It's humid right now. It's humid. It's been.
I thought you guys had like a dry heat down there.
Well, so every year is different. Every year is different. This year is humid again. It's humid again this year. Yep.
All right, my bad. Off subject.
Are you good? People
right.
need to know this. People need to know Texas does get humid. We're not West Texas is dry.
Hey, who's got a good story for the week? I bet Gabe does. Gabe's always got good stories.
Let's see here. Here's a good story. So on my deliveries, you got people are like, okay, I'm gonna be at my house can you deliver at 3:30? It can't be later than 3:30 or before 3:30. I'll be right there. You show up and they're not there. They're not there. And you're like, I'm busy. I got things to do. And you message them, hey, I'm here. No one's at the door. Oh well, sorry about that. I'm 30 minutes out, 15 minutes out. At that point, I feel like driving off, but I'm like, well, hold on a second. That's $500. I better wait. But at the same time, you're wasting your time. And I bet that's happened to everybody.
No, no.
Time waster.
Let me tell you something I learned from that, right? And sound corny if you think it is. Listen, man, when you make that the reason for you being patient, bro, I'm telling you, things change. And then listen,
Yep.
you tell them when they get there and you're like, hey, it happens. Listen, I understand.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
a customer too. I mean, things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then boom, now listen, you got somebody I guarantee is going to come back. So you turn something
Yeah.
bad into something good. And then
Yep.
you tell them leave that 5-star review if they felt like they got that.
Yep.
You know.
That's what I do because I get aggravated inside of my head. I'm kind of irritated, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, I better not show that to the customer because that could lead to a bad review. That could lead to problems. So you just kind of bite your tongue. But then you're going to be late to your next delivery, which you got to message your next customer, tell them, hey, I'm running 30 minutes late, and then that next customer is late also. So then it just kind of, it's a domino effect. It's a domino effect.
We try and really get ahead of that. And again, like this is at like a little bit of a scale, but so what we do is we give in our delivery windows, we give an AM time and a PM time. So our window is 4 hours, and we give that to the customer whenever they buy the appliance itself. So they can kind of plan their day, and they don't have to be sitting there all day. And I'll text you when I'm on the road. That doesn't work.
Okay, real quick.
So
can you actually process so I can, because I'm slow, for me to
so
understand? Our
our AM time is 9 to 12, I think, and then our PM time is, I think, 11 to 3 with a little bit of overlap in between there. And they'll fit 8 or 9 deliveries in a day. And there's a little bit of an overlap inside of there. The day before, so we have days where we have north days and we have south days.
Okay, yeah.
And so the goal whenever we make a route is to go out and then back. Right. So it's never just one way. Right. So they have and I wasn't prepared with any of that information, but we have a north and a south, so we kind of split the days, staying in one zone in one day. And so whenever they make the route the day before, they call and confirm the time with them. So if there is a cancellation or something did pop up, the customer has time to change it. And a lot of times that's the next day, right? Like we sell it today, we're going to deliver it tomorrow. Yeah. But in other cases, we just call them the day before and set up a tighter window inside of it. And I think that's 2 hours. And then that morning, so our windows overlap, by 1 hour on each one. So if we do run late on one of them, we never overpromised. Like
that's the best way to give 2 hour windows and put that right in the center of every window. And don't count the window necessarily, or don't count the time frame. Pay attention to your window.
Yeah, just don't over promise and under deliver. We try and do the exact opposite. And the drivers, when they leave the delivery before then, it texts the customer. It's like a fancy software. I don't know what it is.
Ask you that, like, what's the ETA? Like, I'm on my way, ETA. So you guys do that. You text the customer saying ETA 3:45 or whatever, right?
Yeah, for service, I think it's Rossware that does that. Okay. So when they close the job beforehand, it sends out. For our delivery team, I'm not sure what they use, but yes, it updates the customer that. Yeah, Rossware is pretty cool.
Is that a great software or what?
So Rossware is primarily made for service companies. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it was specifically made for appliance repair or if it was just adapted to that. But you can put your route in there so the technicians know. You can get I don't think you can do route planning, but you can build the route yourself inside of there. It sends out automation texts and stuff to the customer so they're in the loop. Nice. It can even ask them for a review.
It's basically like the office, person just doing logistics and reaching out to the customer and all that.
Well, it's the connection between the office and the technician too. So then they have ST Mobile out on the road, which is the technician's version. So all of our techs have tablets. So when they're out on the road, every call that they come to, they have all the customer information on there. They build the ticket inside of the software itself. You can also use their software to charge the customer right there on the software. But parts ordering is really where they kind of excel in my mind. We haven't tried very many things, but the parts ordering is pretty cool because they request the parts and the office fulfills them, and then when the parts come in, they sit in a queue, and then when the parts come in, they check them in at the office, and then they're assigned to those customers, and then it alerts the CSRs to call the customer and put them on the schedule. So it handles like everything from parts ordering to scheduling.
Fancy.
It's really cool.
We have a program similar to that. It's I got to hang on the wall. It's a clipboard.
Yeah, that's what we used to do before. Yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, I would love to do something like that. It might be a little overkill on my end.
For the one-man show, I do it really, really simple. Customer's like, hey, I'm having this problem. Okay, send me a picture of the machine, a really good picture. Do you need a model number? No, I don't. What's wrong with it? Okay, it's not powering on. Okay, you busted the lid lock. So show me a picture. Lid lock is busted out, completely out of the machine. So I'll run out, give them a price, and just run out. So I just picture. So for like the one-man shows, you can get away with simple stuff like that. But once you go big, you're going to need that programming. You're going to need it. I can see that.
So and that's on servicing other people's, like not your own warranties, but
just what I sell. Just what I sell. Like, could I do?
Do you mark what you sell? Like, do you put your initials on it or something? Like, do you notate on there somewhere?
So I used to, and I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this before. I used to do that, and I've had 2 people. Supposedly, I sold something that I'm like, hey, I want my money back. This is no good. Okay, weird. And I had one person where we met up at the HEB in Harker Heights, Texas, and they gave me the washer. It was a BMW a few years back. A BMW. They gave me the washer back, and I didn't pay attention because I was busy that day. Come to find out, get it home, find out it wasn't the washer I even sold them. Returned their washer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Could you believe that?
That happened to me like a long time ago whenever I was doing it from the garage. Actually, a couple times people tried to do it.
How do you go about that? What do? You confront them, you say, look, I painted this.
Yeah.
Give me shit back.
You know what I did? I messaged them right away and I was like, I know what you guys did. That's not even my washer. They blocked me immediately. And I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So get ahead of it. So just start putting we put tracking numbers on every single appliance that we sell physically on the appliance. Then we also have our stickers and stuff. But you can just take a Sharpie and you can just write on the back of it just so you know.
I need to because people they're dishonest. They'll do crazy things. People do crazy things.
Serial number you get, and then you scan them right up into a searchable database. And then you can literally do that on your computer. Take a picture of it. It'll save it. Like you can just tell it to scan a number and then And it's
well, you know what? In all the years I've been doing this, it's only happened twice. BMW, and then the other one was a Maytag dryer. That's it. 2 times. It's not a frequent. It's not a frequent thing, but when it happens, you're gonna be super mad. Super mad.
All right, Gabe. So listen, I'm not trying to say I know everything, and I'm not that smart of a guy, right? But so listen. Earlier, you said something about you get the picture of the washer model or the picture of the
for a service call,
and then and you say you don't even need the model number. And I got my brain on a one track, and I can't think about anything else because I teach my guys here. Now I'm just saying this is what. I don't care what it looks like. If that customer wants to draw you a pencil description, it's fine. I don't care. Throw it in the garbage. I need the model number. That's all we need. No serial number. You don't need a fleck of the paint to get a paint code. You know we don't need CSI involved. Just get the model number, and it's going to tell you what color it is. It's going to listen. That's the most informative piece of information that Anna tells you if it's a revision number. I mean, you can't beat a model number. Nothing. So now, but not everybody's the same as me. I know you got that.
Yeah. No, but you're totally right. You're totally right there. In the past, a lot of guys have told me, "Hey, you need to do a model number. Why are you going off pictures? There's many variations of the same machine." And you're right about that. But I'm wired a little weird and different, kind of a little backward. So I just go off the picture. I'm like, okay, that has that part, that has this part. So, but you're right about that with the model number. You're right about that because. Sometimes
let me tell you how to get it. Let me tell you how to get out of that routine. You got to get that. I feel like I was the same way, and it blew up on me on a Cabrio because you know how many different Cabrios there are.
Different lid locks, and everything.
And the only thing difference is that they use a fabric softener on one, or one has a recirculation pump. And that recirculation pump, I'm just saying, changed my life. I don't want to go into the details of the story, but I didn't know that it had a recirculation pump. because I saw the picture of it. I know what it is. I've taken these apart 100 times.
Yep, I know it already. I know it. And you're right. You know, it has bit me in the ass a few times because someone sent me a picture and I'm like, oh, that's that lid lock. And I'll run out with the wrong lid lock and I'm like,
Yeah,
Lord,
either the red or the white one.
Yep. Yeah.
Or
Like,
the black
dang
with
it.
the little black cover or the white cover.
Well, you know what? I got smart now. I'll bring both lid locks with me. I'll bring the orange,
It's not a
red.
patch.
I'll bring all of it, you know?
See, that's still not a bad idea because even a
you
mild
should have-
cover can get you the wrong part.
Yep.
Yeah, you should have stock parts on in your vehicle if you can. If you're
I'm going to do it now.
intending for service, you should definitely have
Yep.
stock parts, even if it's just your own warranties and you're not doing service calls. Just so
I'm
you
gonna
have
do it
it.
now.
Yep.
And have your little bin down there where you can take common parts, you just keep them on the
Well,
truck and then hang
you're
some
right
up.
about that. But look, the truck I have now didn't fit a lot of parts because it's a crew cab, but not a lot of parts. But now I can load up on parts with the other vehicle I have now. I can load up, and that's what I'm going to do. I am. You know.
I'll tell you what I did on one of my, when I was just still using a trailer and a dump truck.
Yeah.
I took a toolbox off of where I got it on Marketplace for like $50, I think. I had like 4 of them. I was like a redneck. So, I put it on the front of my trailer. I bolted it down to my trailer. And I put parts in there. I'm just
Heck
saying,
yeah.
good idea.
Heck yeah. Why not? Whatever works. Whatever
Gotta
works.
have
You know?
parts. Even our delivery vehicles, they have basic stuff like leveling feet or stacking kits or
Yeah.
I don't know,
Or
just
a couple
simple stuff
BMW
like that.
baskets. You can like
Just
3 or 4
yeah,
baskets.
just a couple baskets. Yeah,
Well,
takes
I'm
up
telling
half
you,
the cab.
Yeah.
Scott and Derek, I'm gonna pile up. I'm gonna have a bunch. You're gonna cringe when you hear this. Scott's gonna cringe. I'm gonna have a bunch of Blue Star heating elements up here.
Next
Jesus,
time he comes on, he's gonna have a Blue Star hat on.
you'll basically be an
Right.
Amazon delivery driver. It's all
Oh, it's
trash.
hilarious.
Don't buy that stuff.
I don't have
They're
anything
like-
against them because I don't know them, but
I
Scott
do.
hates them.
I don't know them, but yeah, I that
I'm thinking
Amazon
of nice,
stuff.
too.
No, but you're right about that. You're right. I'm gonna stock up. I'm gonna have dryer switches galore. I'm gonna have. I've been thinking about this already. I'm gonna have basket bushings up here, and I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff.
Well, you're not gonna need
Bunch of
basket
stuff.
bushings out on the road like for warranties.
I'll just have them out there because here's the thing. I don't do a bunch of general.
If you're
service
doing
calls for everybody.
service, you would.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on
So,
warranties,
like-
hopefully you're just replacing all of them.
Yeah. Oh, all of them I do. Pressure wash them.
Yeah.
Actually, you should see this.
We do it on every single one, even if the bushing is decent, because none of them are tight anymore. But
Yep.
Yeah.
If they have a little bit, if they have a
Taking that
little
basket
wiggle,
out,
yeah.
if you get that basket out, you put a new
Yeah.
bushing.
Replace it. Just
Yeah.
replace it because
100%.
they might have a little wiggle. A little wiggle.
Yep.
That's gonna be enough for that vibration. Enough for that vibration. You don't want that. You don't want it. Just
Listen,
replace
I
it.
don't care if that sucker's 3 months old. We just did it.
Yeah.
it's really crazy because, like, if you change a hub on one of those VMW top load washers,
Yep.
like, just feel the basket. If you can move it any amount, that means
Yeah.
that the basket's worn out, and it's
Yep.
just gonna wear the hub right back out.
Oh
so
yeah. Yeah.
just-
hub, you
Yep.
change the bushing.
Yeah.
Or you
And it
change
don't
the-
matter. You throw a metal one.
Yeah.
Throw a metal hub on it. It's not gonna fix the problem. It's not
yeah.
gonna fix the problem. It's not.
Yeah, I don't.
no, it's just gonna wear out on the gear case shaft, and now you can't
Yeah.
do anything.
And sometimes
So
it'll crack. It'll
you
crack
can
it'll
do
crack
both.
that
You can
cast.
do the bushing and the metal hub. That's like
Yeah.
the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
Because now it's I mean, if there's enough teeth left on the gear case shaft, I would still use a plastic one. But if the gear case shaft teeth are starting to wear down,
Yeah.
I would 100% put a metal one on there because it's
It's
going to
gonna
give
bite.
it
It's gonna
lots of
bite.
life. Yeah.
Yep.
So have you now? Just a question, just because I feel like I got to be the throw of the wrencher in there. Have you seen any longevity tests with the? I mean, that you know personally. I'm just asking because I'm curious. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, so the hub itself is made to be sacrificial. I think I got one.
It takes the hit. It takes the hit.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you turn that sacrificial part now into a super mutant, you get what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it's going to start chewing up.
You throw some adamantium metal in there, and it's good to go.
Yeah. Unless it holds tight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm saying, like
there's-
what's the longevity? I wonder how long that lasts. I'm sure it's going to wear out, obviously, but
Oh yeah. It'll
So
wear
there's
out.
your hub, right?
That's your plastic one right there.
Yes, that's your plastic one. That's like this is an aftermarket one, but the OEM's pretty close to the same thing.
That's Blue Star right there. Yeah.
No, it is not Blue Star. This is choice, if anything. We don't buy it. Yeah. So this gear case itself, this has pretty good teeth on here.
Yep.
This probably has at least 5 or 6 years of life left in the gear case itself. It is kind of foggy though, so I'd take a pick to it before I would do anything. But so this, whenever this hub is down on it, it's really tight still. And it's not just like tight where it won't move rotationally. It's tight to push it down on top of it. Because what ends up happening is as those teeth kind of wear out, and they all do over time, I mean, it's just pot metal. As those teeth wear down, you'll feel that this hub, when you push it down, is not as tight as if all the teeth were present, right? So it has lots of surface area where this teeth, with the teeth of this, are fitting inside of the gear case. It's whenever these guys start to wear away and there's less surface area touching the hub, it'll wear out faster.
Do that again, get it to focus on that hub. Because you can see it really clear, and I want everybody
There we
to
go.
know what you're saying. Okay, now put
There's splines.
Let's see the trans case a little bit closer, real quick.
That looks good. Yeah, those splines look good.
Can't do it.
Don't hit the camera now.
Okay, it's got splines. You get it. Everyone's seen the gear case.
Yeah, splines. Yeah.
Splines are here.
Yeah.
Boom. So splines are here. There's little splines, and then this guy just sits down inside of it super tight. But if this gets loose, if this is loose to the gear case, even if it's rotationally still tight, if it's loose going in and out, that means there's less surface area touching on this guy and the splines. That's whenever I would consider a metal hub.
Yeah, because that's going to bite.
Yeah, the metal hub is going to cinch down because that little tightener thing, it cinches down on the gear case. It's going to wear out faster. Like, this is made to be a sacrificial part. This is made to wear out before this does. So this has lots of life in it if it's tight, but if it's loose, it's going to wear down rotationally a lot faster. But I see techs all the time where they replace the hub and the basket's still all wobbly. I'm like, dude, it's gonna go like this, and it's gonna wear down way faster.
Do something. Before the basket bushing came out, I was running some metal ones. I actually cracked the metal ones because it was shaking, vibrating. It actually cracked them. I was like, wow, this didn't work.
Yep.
It was a slow progression. It was a really slow progression. We had the Neanderthal era, and we started creeping up into what we are now.
So you guys know the models that I really like is the Whirlpool VMWs, the top load washers with the impeller and with the agitator. Both of those two are one of my favorites. And then the GEs with an agitator, the white ones. The gray ones are we actually have a lower success rate with the gray ones, which is weird. I don't know how they're made different.
The gray ones are a little off. They are off.
Not a big GE. So what are you talking about? Like the vert ramps or the ones that look like
it's GTW 485, 465. It's one of those numbers, but it's the big capacity agitator washers. There's an impeller one too, but I've been really watching Gabe's videos on how efficient that dude is at pumping out. Yeah, I mean, you did that one video you just posted. Not yesterday, but the day before, you did 10 in a day.
Oh, I could do 10 in a day. I'll do them.
Yeah.
I'll do them. And that's literally not going my fastest. That's just streamline. Get them done. Just get them done. And you know what? I would like to do a race. We should do a challenge
against yourself.
This tech versus that tech, basket bushing replacement and refurbish. I would love to challenge anybody. That's anyone. Derek, Scott, Ben, anybody.
I don't fight my friends.
No, a friendly challenge, a friendly speed challenge.
But seeing that, so what have you experienced doing the single SKUs like that? Because you're buying what we get, and it's the same models. We don't stray away from them. What is your business? What has happened to your business since you've removed all of the noise? Right, you get in this direct drive washer, or you get in this Cabrio washer. All the noise, all the ones that aren't inside of those select SKUs, how have you?
This is exactly what I've seen. Number one, I got top tier inventory, top tier. It looks good. It's all nice, match, right? Number two,
what do you attribute that to though? Is it the assembly line version of it? You master it?
the assembly line, mastering the assembly line. So now you got a bunch of VMWs, MVWs, GTWs. It all looks good. Everything's matchy. It all looks nice.
So
Number
through
2 is
repetition, doing the same models over and over again, like there's no surprises anymore.
no surprises. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know what you're getting yourself. You know what needs to be done, and you know how to execute it.
How's that working for you, Gabe? Because I need to do
Dude, it is amazing because there's no challenge anymore. It's not a challenge. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do to knock them out, get them listed, get them done, get them tested, right? And you're going to see more money. You're going to see higher profits. You're going to see a quicker turnaround, and your inventory just looks plush. It looks plush. People love it. They like it.